If rock bottom were a state of being, I have a feeling Grug would be feeling a pretty good chunk of that right now. As we are sad, at our breaking point, thirsty, a little hurt, in pain, and chilly. But you wanna know one thing about rocks? If rock smash other rock, you can form rock into other tool. So really, all Grug has to do is work on himself, his body, his mind, and I think we could really hone in a survival point. Anyways, everyone, welcome back to the Ironman challenge. We are in destitution right now, as the only things we have to our name are a bunch of random pieces of vegetation, bugs, seeds, and some random bits of dogbane, limestone, and planks. And I think today I would like to try and upgrade our character a little bit more, maybe craft up some weaponry, and then we can finally start to look forward to, going out, exploring, and hopefully finding any piece of civilization to siphon resources from. For now, though, we just have to focus on our basic needs. So let's drink a little bit of water, and we will begin foraging, because that's all we can really do right now. Oh, cool. We got a radish right from the start. That's very nice. Oh, another thing we could go check out, actually, is the traps we set up. Also, that's a new level of foraging. The log is cool, too, I guess. It weighs a ton, though. The tomatoes, though, are slightly better, especially when they give -6 hunger. I am gonna save that for trapping. We will eat the radish, though. Anyways, let's go check out our trap down here. We are finding poisonous mushrooms along the way, and I do think I will be avoiding speeding up time while I'm foraging, just so I don't walk into any more trees. Because we are losing health with our infected wounds, and it does stop at about the halfway point, but if I get scratched 2 or 3 more times without these things healing, we will actually die, right? I don't think these things will heal until we get a bandage. So, yeah, I'm gonna try my best to avoid dying horribly, and we're just gonna play things a bit more slowly. Which also has the added benefit of finding more materials, and also being able to see more and not miss anything. Ooh, what do we got here? More mushrooms, we'll eat that on the way. It's good to be well fed. Actually, where did I leave the hunting traps? I could've swore it was somewhere around here, but I don't see it anywhere. Oh god, I'm gonna get lost down here, aren't I? If I had like a pen or something, I'd be able to mark it down on my map. Oh, I see him right over here. What do we got? Nothing. Wowee, what a good day. Well, we'll add in the cockroach and the termites. Maybe we'll get lucky tomorrow. Anyways, back to foraging. I will just ignore all of the common stuff like worms, and I will scream if I find something cool, like an animal skull or something that I can actually work with. Oh cool, an entire head of cabbage. If only I knew how to trap things properly. I'm gonna double check just one more time. I can't craft any trap, can I? Oh, no, never mind. We can craft snare traps. Is what I would say. We would need a flint saw for it. Honestly, with the cabbages, I may start to pivot towards that. What do we need for flint saws again? Knapping level 3, the rest of it I have. What is my current level right now? It's at level 2. I may pivot, everyone. I know foraging is great and all, but if I cut my foraging time in half and just focus on knapping out, stones and the like, we may be able to reach that pretty soon. The only issue I see with it is the fact that I don't have a lot of sharp flint flakes. So instead of looking around for general supplies, I may change my search focus into stones. I can also pick up stones like that as well. So maybe we can find some flint around the area and, get that cooking. Yeah, that's a damn good idea. We'll grab these smooth flat stones, the flint nodules, all of this will be helpful, and we'll go ahead and eat some food too. So you know what, everyone? I think I'm going to change up the way the furniture is laid out in this room, because you need to be 1 tile away in order to have a surface like this. So if I push the shelf back, maybe drop the table this way? Actually, I'm trying to think of what I could do. Okay, the shelf can go right down there. Then I could drop down the table right there too, and then have the seat ahead. It's not going to look aesthetically pleasing, but it is better than nothing, and I'll be able to have everything all in one spot. Can I pick up any of these crates, too? Oh, I can. Perfect. You know what? Let's go drop down a little workbench zone right here, then. I can drop the table here. I can drop the shelf going down this way, and the chair, which I do think helps, can be dropped right there. First of all, let me go clear out the vegetation to make it look a little bit more appeasing, though. Alright, let's go drop the rest of this down and move this shelf on over. I seriously can't move this chair, like, one little bit over. I guess we could if we get a hammer. Yeah, I'll try it. Do I have one of those? Because all it requires is 1 stone, 2 uses of twine, tree branches, and a stone knife. And while you think this is very primitive, this is 1 step towards becoming a semi-modern man. Bingo. Now I can move the chair. Oh, sorry, never mind, I forgot. Grug is Grug, I smashed it. Yeah, okay, it's fine. It's his first time trying, really. You gotta give him a little bit of a, credit. Oh, dang it. There goes my stupid chair. Can I make any chairs, like, primitively? No, I would need carpentry level 1, and I would need 2 nails. Well, that's not happening for a while. I'll drop down the hammer and move the stuff over. Alrighty, we got our workbench made and ready to craft. It looks pretty nice from the side, and I am pretty proud of it. Now, let's go clean up the rest of the spot, get a little bit more water, and then we can forage for the rest of the day. If I use Grug time, it's about 11 o'clock, maybe late 10. I love the Grug clock, by the way. Why do you even need watches at this point? Okay, let's go make this place a home now. Yeah, that looks so much better. You can definitely still smell the mold and mildew, but we got a pretty strong immune system for that. Let me drop off this extra little wall shelf here, too, just for a little bit more storage. Looks nice, looks great. Yeah, I guess really all we're going to be doing is looking around more. Now, I do recall, very faintly, that you can find flint nodules on the world map without foraging, so I may try to look out for them. Ooh, what is that gray stone right there? That kind of looks like it's flint. If it is, that's going to be a huge step towards grinding and knapping. No, it's just a boulder. Okay, I can look around a little bit more. We do have some crafting ore down here, though. It looks like I can't break it, though. There's limestone over here. This one's just a normal stone. We could look around a bit. I mean, there's stones all over the place. Surely one of them is flint related. Yeah, looking around, I'm not sure where I would be finding these flint boulders. All I see are large flat stones, limestone, and normal rocks. But I will say, going near these piles is good anyways, because you get a higher chance of finding material. Like, look at that, we already got another module. And leaks. Ooh, that looks like a really big boulder. Come on, maybe? It's made out of stone. No, I don't think it's what I need. But I guess it's cool and all. I'm really sad this boulder right here isn't what I need either. That's fine. We're only just hopeless and depressed and absolutely everything sucks right now, but it could be worse, I'm sure. We did get a full inventory of supplies, and we continue to find material, building up our foraging XP. I really need to stop going through trees like that. Oh, cool, more oranges as well. More stones, we're gonna need a lot of those in the future, I'm sure. Especially if I want to build out any walls. There is one more boulder over here. That could be my ticket. I'm gonna check it out very briefly, but I don't want to go too far away from home right now because of how we're feeling. Is that real? Was that a real deer? I mean, there's no way I can kill one right now with our expertise and how exhausted we are. But man, venison would be so nice right now. Yeah, we just have some comfrey. It looks like this boulder has nothing to it as well. Okay, it was worth a shot. I definitely don't see any, like, flint rocks around here. Just a lot of normal ones, which I really don't need. Large stones, normal stones. Yep, nothing. Okay, I'm gonna head home, and I'll show you the haul. We are finally home, everyone. Grug time is on time as well, and I have to say, we actually found a lot of goodies. I am out of breath completely just by lugging all this stuff over, but if you look on the floor, we have quite a bit of stuff, about 65 kilograms of material, including branches, stones, 2 flint nodules, 3 sharp flint flakes, which is awesome, some herbal stuff like comfrey and plantain, a whole bunch of dogbane, which is going to be nice for twine, mushrooms, grape leaves, acorn, just a whole bunch of forage, but the real standout ones are the oranges, the potatoes, the onions, the leeks, and the tomatoes, with the carrots included. All of that is really good for me. I will say we are losing weight, but that's why I took overweight, was to give myself a little bit more padding. Because as comfortable as it seems, aside from the absolutely Spartan surroundings, we are on a timer, and that's my body fat, so yeah, if we don't get any big game in a while, we will starve out here. Or just processed foods in general. I would love a box of cereal. I am going to start up a quick little campfire using some of these large branches, and I am going to see what we can craft up with all of our materials, though. I absolutely love the game when it gives me something the first time through. Whew, that is a big relief off of my back. Now it's time to bulk. I am just gonna shove my face full of random mushrooms that are not poisonous, and hopefully we can gain a little bit of something, like weight, you know? You know what, throw in some oranges too. Then I can finish it off with a leek. Okay, how does that make me feel? Still terrible, but at least we're fed. Let's drop off the rest of this now. Awesome, we picked up everything, all my eggs are in a row, now I can see what old Grug can actually craft. We can bind spearheads, that may be a nice weapon, honestly. We can carve out some basic medium handles, spoons, we definitely need more twine, so I might as well craft that up while we're going through here. We could start to make stone axes, but I might want to save that until we can make some proper material. We could also twist some rope from dogbane. That may be a good idea. Yeah, you know what, let's get 1 rope. I have no idea what I could actually use it for, but having something a little bit tougher would be nice. I'll drop that off. Finally, knapping out some stone blades. How many can I craft? About 4. I will just craft 2 for now. Ooh, we can make a rope belt. Hell yeah! That is a little upgrade, everyone. It's the small things you can look up for. Now, if I wear it, we should be able to strap on our knives. Yes, we can. Okay, that's awesome. I'm not too sure what a scrap lighter is. It might be a part of a mod that I added to make crafting a little bit less painful. I am gonna try to make that too. Why the hell not? Ah, it's from the simple torch mod that I have, so we're not completely in the dark. Okay, I'll drop that off there. Now I guess we can just work on knapping for the rest of the day. I don't really see anything else that sticks out to me. Yes, there it is, everyone! We got some sharp flint flakes from all the nodules, but more importantly, we have reached level 2 knapping, which means the only path between me and some actual traps is gonna be 300 XP. But with getting a new knapping level, we should be able to make more supplies. Like a blade scythe. That sounds pretty damn cool. I might just make that for the looks, but we can also make crossbow bolt heads. And that does seem to be it. I would love to make a large stone axe head, but we need level 5 for that. Yeah, how much XP does the scythe give me? Okay, about 30, I would say, so we would need about 10 of those. How much does the just generic knife give me again? It gives me about 26. Okay, with that, I think I would rather have knives than scythe blades. But we can use that to get grass cuttings. I'll drop it on the table, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Aw, man, we had a little night terror. That's alright, because with the power of fire, we can go craft up a little bit more and make our night a bit productive. We just gotta make sure that it actually has enough fuel, so let me throw in another large branch there. With that, let's go craft up some more knives. And maybe a stone chisel. I'm not sure what I'd ever use it for, but I'm sure it's useful for something out there, you know? Bada bingo, that's 26 more XP. That's gonna be all the knives we have. How far did that get me? It got us about 2/3 of the way there, 200 out of 300. I am a little bit tired, so I do think we will sleep just a tiny bit longer. Do I want to sleep right now? What is it? It's about morning. Yeah, we're gonna go get a little bit of sleep, and I will look out for stones and the traps. Oh, never mind. We're in too much pain to sleep. You know what? You'll be fine, Grug. Worst case scenario, you get super tired, you can just spend the whole entire day crafting. The only thing I do need to keep in mind then is to keep that fire running so we don't have to expend any stamina to, you know, to start it again, because there's a chance we just don't ever start it back up being so tired. So kind of like real life, this fire is everything, and if it goes out, there's no guarantee it'll ever come back. So it's good for another 4 hours. Let's go check out the trap. Also, I set my search focus to animals, so maybe we find like a little squirrel or something out here, and I can eat that. That would be the dream, honestly. Hello? Did you hear that? I think we got something, everyone. All right. Let's check that trap out. Is it a bird? Oh, it definitely is. Yeah, dude. All right, that's the first ever animal we've trapped. This is a big step ahead for old Grug. All right, let's drop in a millipede for that one, and it looks like there's still birds trying to get into the other trap. That is such a nice relief. I'm gonna head home immediately, and I'm gonna see if I can chop this thing up into maybe something that we can work with, like bones, bone shards, the meat I'll even eat as well. We can cook that up immediately. Yes, dude! It's small little bits like that that's really gonna push me forward, everyone. Progress is slow and steady then. And I can't wait till we can actually start to get the snare traps going, because we'll be able to trap so many little critters with them. And with little critters like rabbits comes leather, and leather comes clothes, equipment, everything in between too. Alrighty, can I chop this bad boy up now? It looks like we can't. If I drop it on the floor though, we may be able to butcher it on the floor. Chop it up, Grug. This is the first bit of protein you're gonna have in a long time. Did we get any bones from it? No bones, sadly. But still, that is a tasty, tasty morsel for me. First up, we got the mushrooms done. We'll eat those, then we will eat the bird meat after. Sadly, we don't have any, like, bowls or pans to have in order to make, you know, a proper stir-fry. But this is the closest we can get to, you know? Delicious bird meat in my belly. It's almost like KFC if you close your eyes. We're full to bursting, we're still in pain, our wounds have not healed. It's rough out here, but we survive regardless. The things I would do for a bandage right about now. Okay, let's go look for some more stones, though. I really want level 3 knapping. What the hell? There's a lemon out here? I'm really surprised at the amount of variety you can find out here in the wilds. Grug is not gonna get scurvy, that's for sure. Habaneros, too? Ah, dude, we could make such a good stir-fry if only Grug knew how to. Sadly, I don't think we can carve out bowls or anything like that. Can I? No. Maybe we would need a dedicated piece of furniture for that? I'll give that a little peek once I'm back home, though. Not even that, though. We have a lime to complement the lemon. That is so cool. We got 3 little limes. I'm actually gonna keep that. I'll drop them on the bed, and we can drop off everything else we have, which includes grasshoppers, habaneros, acorns, 1 flint nodule, a few tree branches. Overall, a very good haul. Oh, not even that though, but we foraged up another level of foraging. We are at level 7, and we are ascending into godhood. That's what I like to tell myself anyways. We are literally 1 stone away from reaching level 3 knapping, everyone. If I find 1 more flint nodule, we're set. I really want to go out immediately, but before we do, I do kind of want to see what we can craft furniture-wise. So let's go into the building tab and look what we can make. We can make an amphora, which is allowing us to store a large quantity of liquids. That would be very cool, and it might give me some XP, but I'll leave it for now. We can craft up some bookcases. That's actually awesome if I wanted some extra storage. There's the advanced forges. Obviously, we don't have enough for that. Let's see if I can just do something simple, you know? What about a kiln? Ah, we need 40 stone blocks and a whole bucket of clay cement. That's not happening for a while, I'll tell you that much. Yep, okay, what else can we do here? A grindstone, I'd be able to do that if I had wheels, leather drying racks. Can't do that either because we don't have nails. We could craft a lean-to though. Log bench, not possible. Never mind, it definitely is. Let's go craft up an axe. That is a seat right there. Ah, we need a sharp flint flake. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna head out very briefly and see if I can find the last stone I need then. That's a ladybug. Kinda close though. Wait! Do you see that right there? Under the tile parameters, this is a flint boulder. If I can figure out how to remove this or pick it up, we could get exactly what I need. So I can't pick it up through the furniture menu. I can't disassemble it. I'm gonna try and run over with the hammer to see if I can maybe smash it into flint flakes. Yeah, not gonna lie, I don't know how we can pick this up. It's definitely flint, but there's not much I can do right now. I'm guessing we do need something more than a stone hammer for it. Damn, dude, that sucks eggs. You just dangle like a big old carrot in front of me and say I can't partake. Maybe we can find it out here, though, amongst all the onions in the world. Look, we got a little frog! Oh, Filbert, you're back! It's been years, buddy! Oh, what a nice boon. You guys remember Filbert from the original series? It's coming full circle, I tell you that much. Yes, right there, a flint nodule. Okay, one more, and I will skedaddle right on back home with a gleeful little gate. Come on, I know it's around here. I mean, I do appreciate all the XP you're giving me. I know you're exhausted, Grug, but honestly, looking at the woods around the area, I'm not too worried about zombies because we could be anywhere right now. All I know is that we are in the middle of nowhere, so it's up to us to survive. And if there is a zombie, we could still outrun them because I don't have sprinters on in this run, thankfully. We are exhausted, ridiculously tired, hopeless, and at our breaking point. But if we can get that one flint nodule, I will count it as a resounding success. Oh, if only there was just a random flint nodule up here right when we're about to end our journey. That would be incredibly cool. Come on, you're giving me everything but what I need right now, game. Okay, I actually give up. Let's refeed the fire, craft up some more material, and I'll try it tomorrow. Also, I went ahead and favorited Filbert so he can go nowhere. He's only my friend. I will never eat him, hopefully. If I do, it's gonna be like, Saturn eating his son, that whole painting. It would be extremely, extremely sad. I just ate one of the limes. What's a little bit of cannibalism, you know? Anyways, Filbert, you can stay with me so I never lose you ever. Now let's see if making the sharp flint flake actually has enough XP to get me to the next level. If it does, awesome. No, it doesn't. Well, at the very least, as soon as I nap off this final blade, we will have what I need. There it is, everyone. Level 3 napping. Tomorrow, we are gonna set right on out to hopefully craft up a little bit more. Ah, perfect. I love having night terrors in the middle of the night. But we are finally recovering from our debilitating fatigue. Also, I went ahead and crafted up some cool little trinkets, including a self-defense spear with a stone head. It's in pretty good condition aside from the head. And a smoking pipe. We can't really smoke anything, but it's still pretty cool to have. Could I maybe get a little bit more sleep, or am I in too much pain? We're in too much pain. We're always in pain because we don't have bandages. That's too easy to have out here. No. We can't make bandages. That's okay, though. I don't really need them. Maybe if I can get an animal's hide, I can turn that into a bandage. For now, it's just something we have to deal with. I wish I had started a fire. Maybe we can start one with our little lighter, though. Let me destroy the log. Awesome! We are cooking, everyone. Now I can go ahead and craft up even more goodies. Which, honestly, I might try and dismantle this long implement. No, it'll give me a broken stick. Never mind. Instead then, why don't we go ahead and make some twine shoes to level up our tailoring, maybe to level 2. That way we can kind of prepare for future recipes. Okay, we get about 13 XP per piece of twine footwear. I'm just gonna leave this pile in the corner of extra shoes. I really wish there was a better way of doing it, but that's really all we have. We're gonna eat some mushrooms, and I am gonna set my eyes on getting that flint saw. It's gonna happen today, if not today, tomorrow. Oh yeah, we can also check out our little traps too. Maybe we have more supplies there. Right there, flint nodule. Oh my god, that might be enough. Yeah, let's check. What is my... Oh yeah, we're at level 3 napping. Yes, we can make it then. Ooh, do I ask for one more though? Just one more so I can make an axe to maybe craft up more furniture. I know it's asking for a lot, game, but that's all I need to succeed. Did I catch something? Yes, another dead bird, minus 24 hunger. Good. Let's throw in a cricket in that one. And this one should still have bait. Yes, it does. Cool beans. I guess we'll head on back home then, but before that, I am gonna check some of these rock piles. Potatoes, clay, but no flint. We are getting a little bit tired. I think we're gonna go wrap up for the night, everyone. We got quite a bit of foraging XP at least. Oh, but it's such an open little spot here. The chances we find something are pretty high. Our inventory is also extremely high. I'm gonna try just a little bit more. Yes! Yes! Good. That is exactly what I needed to finish the trifecta of flint tools. Finally, we can begin our dark work. Slowly sauntering on home. I really wish I didn't have these wounds, and I really wish I could speed through this, but we just have to, like, ninja evade a lot of these trees. And if I do go through a tree, I have to go through aiming, so it's less of a chance of getting scratched. I think if I continue heading this way, though, we should be able to head back home. Anyways, we are going to be drinking some water, then heading inside, dropping off all the loot I have on the floor. I don't really care exactly where it goes. It's just going to go on the floor. Now what I'm going to do is cut up the bird. I'll throw it inside there, fuel it up with some logs. Now I can eat the small bird meat, which is going to give me minus 32 hunger. This bird is very packing in calories. Sadly, not enough to make me gain weight or neutral, but that is food regardless. Dinner, I would say, done. Finally, I can make the saw. Right there, everyone. Make one of those. Bada boom, that's like 30 XP, and with that, we can actually start to saw things and make snare traps. Snare traps equals rabbits, squirrels, an assortment of things, which hopefully will then lead to bones. I would also like to craft up a axe, please. Thank you very much. With those, we should be able to make log tables, log seats, and log benches. That's awesome. Anyways, I think this is going to be a good spot to end the episode. We have gotten quite a bit, and I would say we've mastered the basics of stone knapping at this point. We have every single tool we can need, aside from nails. It's going to be years till I see that, though. So, if you guys have liked this episode of the Ironman Challenge, make sure you like, favorite, share, and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone.